$1 dinner, pasta with mushroom sauce. This next one's kind of special because it is in fact one of the very first things I learned how to cook. My stepmother taught me how to cook this. She taught me a lot about cooking because she cooked a lot for us when we were kids, and she was fun to hang out with. So if you wanted to hang out with her, you were gonna have to hang out in the kitchen. And by hang out in the kitchen, you picked a lot of stuff up. Heat a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil in the pan while you chop your onions. Add your onions to the pan and coat thoroughly with the oil and butter until cooked through. Add a basket of mushrooms to the pan. I use your standard white mushrooms pre-chopped here, but you can use just about any mushroom you want. Stir them around till they're thoroughly coated with butter and oil, and cook over medium-high heat until they start to sweat. Bring a pot of salted water to a boil and add your pasta. I'm using rigatoni here. I'm totally sick of penne rigate. Prep some garlic. Cut it into a decent mince. You know the drill. I don't like my garlic to get too overcooked, so I like to add it to the pan late in the game, as I do here, once the mushrooms have cooked and exuded their juice. Add a half a cup of booze to the pan. My stepmother always added vermouth. I didn't have any vermouth handy. I used sherry, which just happened to be on the top of my stove, and it worked really well. Add a half a cup of vegetable broth to the pan. My stepmother always used chicken broth. I'm a vegetarian, so I use vegetable broth. It worked really nicely, if I do say so myself. The cameraman seemed to cross the line here. Major faux pas in filmmaking, but you have pretty good orientation, so it shouldn't affect things that much. You want to simmer this in the pan for a bit until it cooks down. It'll get a little glistening and thicker, and then you'll know that your sauce is ready. Once the sauce is cooked down by about half and is kind of shimmery, add a half a cup of heavy cream. Mix it around. I cooked this down over pretty low heat. I hate it when the cream breaks up, and it did not in this case. Add the pasta to the pan and get it entirely coated with sauce. Grate a bunch of Parmesan in the pan. I tried to use that sad piece from the last time, but I could really not get that much out, so I had to actually indulge in a full block of Parmesan here. I would say maybe half a cup of grated Parmesan. I then added the pasta water. I don't know. The mix of the pasta water and the Parmesan creates really just a shimmery, lovely sauce. Maybe some salt and pepper. Look, there's some more Parmesan for you. Some people like a lot of cheese, others not so much. I don't know what to tell you. This was really amazing. First recipe is still maybe one of the best recipes.